Previously on Reading Your Confessions.
Holy cow. I killed him and buried him.
Basically cooked my dog.
Oh my god. They're British.
Addicted to gay furry porn.
Big Booty Garfield.
I love you, Ariana Grande.
I've come to confess my sins to the Church of Winfilly. This person, you have been in 3 confessions. Congratulations. When I was in elementary school, 10 to 11 years old, I used to write fan fiction about my classmates and teachers. About them together, or...
Hopefully it was like a superhero fanfic.
I really hope so. Around that time, I discovered South Park, and I got inspired by it, so the fics would mostly be about weird and awful things happening to them.
Oh my god.
Some of the stuff I wrote included an ongoing love triangle between these 2 guys and 1 girl that were constantly shipped by the class, homoerotic tension, and a creepy teacher. Eventually, I threw my fics away out of embarrassment.
You know, when I was 10 or 11, I think I just gained consciousness. Like, I'll be honest, bought like a store lobster and put it in a basket, and I called him Dave. Like,
What happened to Dave?
I didn't have water, so he's dead.
No! Can we get a Dave fanfiction?
Oh, guys, don't do my boy Dave like that.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Pour one out for Dave.
Sometimes, when I'm in a subway, I just like to stare at random people and watch them increasingly get more uncomfortable. I find it funny. For some reason, also, if I get featured in a video, hello!
Hi, please don't stare at me in the subway. I will start crying.
Honestly, I feel like I accidentally do that sometimes. Guys, if I do that, I'm not being creepy. I'm just spacing out. I'm probably thinking of something cool, like lampshades.
There's some cool lampshades. Have you seen those? This one,
Bro.
the green one? These ones.
Bro, that lampshade just called me poor. Oh my god.
So when I was like 7, it was thundering or something, so I decided to walk up to my brother and see if he was awake. I am not normal in my ways of checking if he was awake, though. I adorably prod my finger into his eye and hold his eye open as I watch his eyes do the rapid eye movement thing that happens when you're asleep. I ran away because I thought he was possessed. Did not sleep soundly that night.
I'm wordless.
Let's go back to the serial killer behavior.
Yeah, actually, good question. How many times can you probe somebody's eyes before you're considered a serial killer? There was this time that a classmate was always sad, so I would secretly give her small gifts, paper, flowers, candies, etc. The etc. was probably something small like a pipe bomb, in her backpack to make her feel better. Things got out of control when the girl thought it was her crush who gave her all those gifts. Currently, they are a very cute couple, but now I live in fear that they will discover that their relationship is based on a lie. Another confession. When I was... Whoa, another confession. Whoa.
Part 2?
When I was a child, I was bullied. Those little girls were wild. So to get revenge, I don't know how I managed to kidnap their beloved stuffed animals. 3 in total. A month later, I hid some of the stuffing from their stuffed animals in their backpacks with a note saying the names of their stuffed animals. I still have them, lol. And by the way, I love your videos.
I'm very glad, thank you. You should have asked for money or something. Did you ever steal things as a kid?
I still steal things in general now.
I wasn't going to admit to that, but now that we're on the topic.
Here's my confession, guys. My college is gonna hate me, but I took their fire alarm.
The fire alarm?
I used to work in maintenance, so I know which wires and what things to do, so I just took it.
Took it off the wall. They didn't
It off
notice?
that was my freshman year. They didn't.
Okay.
No, they did. I think they did notice because there's like a patch over the wall now. It's poorly made. For legal reasons, that did not actually happen. That was all fake.
That was a joke? I remember when I was like 5 and I was in kindergarten. I lay down on the concrete floor outside the toilet and I just started laughing and spinning. I remember my classmates were staring at me. I did it for like 2 minutes. I think I don't know why I did that, and I'm still thinking about it now. And I remember I cried when I was playing checkers with my brother. Yikes. I do go on the floor sometimes and just like sit there. Especially when I was a kid, I would just like sit there and start rocking back and forth, and I thought it was the best time ever.
Nowadays, people call that autism.
Should I go get diagnosed? Next video.
Subscribe. I was once in 8th grade, and I was a menace. I helped my best friend kill our class pet. So it went like this. The hamster would always annoy us with minor stuff, but one day, he snitched on us. What, the hamster snitched on us?
The hamster snitched on you? How?
Okay. We were at the back of the class using our phones with this dude decides to jump down right next to us, and the teacher asks, hold on, processing, use the weird processing sound. Then this dude decides to jump down right next to us, and the teacher asked us to pick it up, but we couldn't hear him. So the teacher came over and gave us detention. So me and my friend stomped.
No!
The class pet. I may not be the best in comprehension, but what did the hamster do?
He snitched on them for something.
This hamster did nothing wrong.
This hamster, you killed an innocent soul. Hear me out! I knew this girl for a long time, and I thought she was into girls, so I texted her, "Hey Pooks." That's a horrible start. I'm sorry. I gotta tell you something. Heart eyes, heart eyes, heart eyes. So I could play it off as a joke. She FaceTimed me, and of course I panicked. The only thing that came out of my mouth was, "I would totally help you first if you were in a zombie apocalypse." I haven't talked to her since.
Hey, Books, I gotta tell you something. Heart eye, heart eye, heart eye. I would totally help you first if we were in a zombie apocalypse.
Sometimes you gotta start slow. Did you fall from heaven? Or you're the only 10 I see.
Did you fall from heaven? Because you're the only 10 I see.
Leave the zombie apocalypse for the second date, you know?
I like to go on a Megal or Discord and catfish as a 15, I'm 19-year-old. When they get sexual, I find their real name or ask them to send a face pic, and I find their Facebooks and message their families the screenshots of our past messages. I've gotten word that 8 guys that I have catfish have been sent to jail over pedophilia. Honestly, props to you.
Good for
I
you.
support that.
That's some
awesome,
vigilante shit right there.
Dude, that's amazing.
When my brother was around 6 or 7, I told him that he was adopted and that it was rude to call our mom since it wasn't his birth mom. He proudly went downstairs, called our mom by her first name. The kid is 10 now and still refuses to call our mom, even though I told him I was joking. He probably still thinks he's adopted.
I knew a person that called their parents by their first names. They're not calling them mom or dad. No, they were going like, "Hey, this is Joe." I'm like, what the Back in elementary school, I barely remember those days.
I remember too much of it.
There was this kid who decided to spill milk on me. After that, I decided to make his life a living hell by just straight up ignoring him. So he constantly bothered me. He just straight up cursed at me. No way. He said, "Freak." I pushed him. I accidentally broke his arm. I panicked because I thought I was going to be in massive trouble, which I was, okay. But shut up.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I fucking ran towards the edge of the playground and hid behind a small bush, except the side was exposed, so everyone on the slide could obviously see me. Second story, smiley face. There's this one kid back in my old daycare who took a big poo-poo.
No. On the was?
And apparently smeared it across the wall. I'm acoustic, so naturally, all the teachers there either hated me or wanted nothing to do with me. I was the perfect scapegoat.
Oh no.
So, the kids who took a shit on the wall pinned the blame on me and everyone believed it. I got in trouble for no reason. Big surprise, surprise. There was another kid who saw him taking a shit on the wall, so he turned him in, and the kid who took the poo got in trouble. As some kind of apology, the teacher allowed me to hit him on the head. And I shit you not when I say that when I did it, he said it was too light. So they made me take a second hit.
Start punching this kid.
And that was good enough for him. This was the same daycare that kept me in a chair as a punishment for a year or 2, by the way.
They just tied him to a chair and wouldn't let him leave.
For 2 years.
The teacher's like, "Yeah, we'll allow capital punishment."
Oh shit, I think I just saw mine.
That one's yours?
Yeah. I got this. Okay. When I was auditioning to be in a play for my city, and I had to do like a 60-second one-liner filled with acting and all, I was convinced by my friends the day of auditions to give it a try. So I basically was given no time to practice any lines that had emotions or seemed too good. I was convinced to do Danny DeVito character named Frank from the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I played the Trashman. So 2 hours before I was next in auditions, I started reading Danny Casino's lines. It finally got to my audition, and this is how it panned out. The director,
"When you're ready."
Proceeds to get down off from my chair to a goblin-like position. "I'm the trash man," I yelled. I come out and I throw trash all over I forgot the line at this moment. I tried to think quickly and try to improv my way out of it. I then look over at my friends behind the curtain, yell, "You!" and then proceed to grab the chair and crab walk to my friend and throw the fucking chair at my friend as I yell out, "I'm the trash man!" And then I remember my lines, and then I pick up the trash can and I bash the guy on the head as I pick up the chair, and again, basically commit another form of battery. Overall, me playing Danny Mosquito's Frank went well enough that I was accepted as a crazy person for a role. I played an old man and basically beat my friends with a cane for every scene. And yes, my friend was okay. He did also get a role, which was a more important character, but hey, nothing can beat the trash man as hard as he beats you.
That was beautiful.
I go out and I throw trash all over the ring. Then I start eating garbage.